Hi everyone, welcome back to Open Book Episode 8. I'm your host, Jody. And for all of those individuals who are watching this with a visual, I know, I look like... We will have a background soon. To my audio listeners, I'm sitting in the corner of my office with a completely blank wall, some Christmas lights next to me, and that's it. It's been, okay? Cut me some slack. I promise you the next background's gonna be so cute because I'm gonna be decorated and set up and it's gonna be perfect. And right now I don't have that because life has been a little hectic and I've been in limbo since we moved, but we're slowly but surely settling in, actually one day at a time. Like catch me January 15th, okay? And it's good, I'm gonna be a new person. It's gonna be fantastic. Friendly reminder, we do have 15% off of the Patreon if you want to subscribe annually. If you're gonna, I'm gonna say that because I think it's actually a pretty good deal, 15% off. But also that's a really big commitment. But it's more just like if you're like, oh, I'm gonna be here for a year anyways, save some money. And also just want to say if you are subscribed to my Patreon, thank you. I know that this month has been crazy for me, but I hope that you guys have been enjoying what little updates I've been giving or the little photo dumps and whatnot. Also, I wanted to point out, if you ever have any questions that you want to, because we do a Q&A at the end of every stream, and then we do the Q&A during the Patreon segment. If you want to add questions to that, or you're like, oh my God, I have this question I really want you to answer. There's now a forum. Instead of sending it to an email, we have a forum. You can find it in the description wherever you're watching this. It will be on each one. I'm going to take a sip of this. Let's begin. What's new? I moved. I think back on our last episode and it was literally like, one more year in LA. It's going to be great. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I think that I'm really good at making the best out of any situation. I really think that I can find the joy in anything. And another year in LA is not a bad thing. It's a fine place to be. But basically, TLDR, you guys know, we signed the lease. 2 days later, we were supposed to get the keys, right? We signed the lease. 2 days later, we were promised the keys. He then hits us up and is like, oh, I gave it to somebody else. So then I'm trying to keep it together and just figure it out. At that moment, I'm mourning not being able to live right next to Sydney Scara Toast. I was like, oh my God, we're going to have the sitcom year. We're going to be neighbors. It's going to be great. Everyone's going to be happy. And now we're not going to have that. And now I'm homeless and I need to find a place to live because my lease is ending really soon. It's ending this month. What are we going to do? We were scrambling. It was an unfun limbo. In that time, while we kept trying to find new places to live, me, Broden, Sean, and John, I had to travel to Washinton to help my parents out. And so when I was here the last week, I was like, you know what? Why don't I just look at places here? Because basically, we were kind of struggling. There's just internal movement with OTV, which I'm really excited about. But OTV was going to help pay for the OTV house. It was going to be me, Broden, Sean, John, and we were going to make that the OTV hub. It's where we film videos. It's where we film the podcast, whatever. It was all going to be OTV stuff, and so OTV would help with rent. But as internal changes happen, we're like, okay, we can't really afford a 4-bedroom home. Me, Broden, Sean, John. So now we're like, well, now what? And I was like, well, let me just go take a look. Let's see, let's just see the energy. So I'm in Washington and I'm just checking places out for a week and every day, nothing's good. I'm like, then either it's a bad area or the house is really dark or, just things aren't great. The energy's, oh my God. Speaking of energy. Okay, guys, one of the houses that I went to go check out on paper is my dream home. It's this beautiful lake house that was weirdly cheap. And I was like, did you guys forget to add a number to the end of this? And then I'm like, okay, whatever. So I show up, it's a self-viewing. So I get the code and I unlock the door. And immediately I walk in and I'm like, okay, I don't know. I'm scared. I don't know. I'm just on edge. Not to mention it's like storming outside, okay? It's like a truly classical Washington storm. So it's really dark and the wind is blowing so hard that the rain is sideways. And I walk into the house and the rain is hitting the window that's looking out to the lake, which is also, the lake is like, the waves are crashing. It's just like a really stormy day. So I walk in and I'm like a cat when they're scared. I'm like, really? You know, like they're like low to the ground, moving slow. That was me. I'm like hunched over. I'm like, is someone in here? Like, I don't know. I'm scared. So I'm like turning on the lights and I'm walking through the house and I get it to the stairs. And I'm turning on the lights and I go up the stairs and I just like, I don't know. Okay, if anyone is sensitive to energies, maybe they'll know or relate. I halt and I'm like, I actually can't go any further. I have to leave. So I just immediately turn around and kind of like speed walk my way out of the house, turning off all the lights and then lock the door and leave. And I was like, well, never living there. Something bad happened in this house. I can't prove it. I just feel it and I have to go. It was a beautiful home. I just couldn't live there. I don't know. So that happens. Again, I'm just like, me, you know, whatever. Maybe we won't live in Washington. So the house that I'm in right now was listed as no pets. And originally, I didn't see that. So I had like asked I like put in the inquiry. I'm like, oh, I'd love to see the house. And then I messaged them like 30 minutes later. I'm like, oh, sorry. I just realized you said no pets. Never mind. To then they got back to me and they're like, oh, if you want, you should just come see it. I'm like, oh, okay. So quite literally 2 hours before I need to leave to the airport on my last day in Washington, I check out this house and I walk inside and I am the feeling, oh my gosh, I can remember. It's like, I just knew I was gonna live here. And so I walk in and I'm like, oh, this is my home. I am home. And I'm like, okay, well, Jody, relax. You haven't even seen the rooms yet. And so I'm walking around and I'm like, just like holding on to the hope that everything will kind of be okay and it will tick all of the boxes. And so as I'm going through, I'm like, oh, this is my home. And so I'm like, oh God, is this it? Is the universe telling me something? So I tell John, Sean, and Broden, I'm like, Washington, guys, this house, like, what if, you know, maybe it's time. Broden loves LA. So it wasn't in the cards for him, which I'm still really, he's a busy boy. That's like, honestly, good for him. He truly utilizes LA to its fullest. Me, Sean, and John do not in any, like, we're not even close. And so John and Sean were like, you know what? Like, we've been talking about this for 2 years. Maybe. So that's kind of how this came to fruition. We are here. And honestly, I'm happy. I'm a happy girl. And I don't think I was unhappy in LA. I just think that it's a lot easier for me to be at peace here. And I feel like I have been really trying hard, or like I've been very intentional with my pursuit of peace in the last couple of years. And I just feel the peace. And I'm just happy and I'm so grateful. And people keep telling me in chat, they're like, oh, Jody, ever since you moved to Washington, you're glowing. And I don't know if that's true. It could be my new makeup routine. But also, I feel alive. I wish I could explain why, or like why I couldn't feel this way in LA. And I guess I just felt like I'm like a tree without roots in LA. I don't know. And here, I think I just feel like a human again. And so that has just been great. But don't get me wrong, the move was not the greatest thing of my life, but not the worst, you know? It's just been weird because I feel like I've been in limbo since October. Since we like got swindled by that lease and that landlord, I feel like I've been in limbo, and so I've been so desperate to get out of limbo. But I've also been trying to tell myself, hey, you know what, limbo's not so bad. Just be present, enjoy. It's not that bad. But I have we moved, right? And we just did a straight drive, guys. We drove, I think we slept 3 hours, and then we got to Washington. I didn't even know it was possible, but we just drove as much as we possibly could, and then we got here as fast as we possibly could. But for what reason? Because our stuff didn't get here for 2 weeks. So we were just in a weird limbo for 2 weeks, and then we finally got our stuff. But even then, it's been kind of an interesting limbo because, okay, well, I just swear there's no good landlord out there. There's just lesser evil landlords out there. I think our landlord is lesser evil, but he's like, oh yeah, I got the carpets professionally cleaned and I professionally cleaned the house before you moved in. No, he didn't. This shit place, it was a mess, okay? This place was a fucking mess. And, it was like, pick your battles. We just moved in. We don't want to fight him on this. So we're just getting the house professional. We've just been wearing our shoes in the house. So it doesn't feel like a home because it's been so messy. But quite literally, like 2 days ago, we get the house clean. The carpets are clean. We're now wearing slippers in the house. So it's starting to feel like a home. We're starting to organize, and, the kitchen is coming along. And so it's just been limbo for so long. But I feel like we're finally getting settled. Not to mention that it has been such a joy to have my cats back. It's just like, they really just bring you little pockets and moments of happiness. Like, I'll just be minding my own business, and then Genji or Mabel walks by, and I'm like, oh, hi, babies. Like, yeah. And then that's like, it's like I'm so present for 3 seconds, just enjoying their presence and then moving on. And I'm like, oh, I missed that. Truly. It's just like, I just feel lucky to have a little fur companion, and quiet. And like, cats are just really cute, quiet companions. They're very peaceful for the most part. Well, not to mention, another really great thing about being home is just being so close to family, like being able to help family and also being able to receive help from family. I really needed to film this podcast episode, but Mabel and Genji are being weird. And so I was like, okay, I need to take them, I think, to the emergency vet, which I'm really trying hard not to stress out about right now. And my mom was like, okay, you film your podcast and I am just going to come pick up and take them to the vet. And I was like, no, see, like, I feel like I need to be there, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, well, I took care of them for a year. Truly, like, don't worry about it. I'll just come do it. I'm like, okay. And that's also like the benefit of being able to live close to my parents, because they have been so fantastic and so helpful through all of this. Like, when we first moved in, my mom just started helping me. She just started grabbing things out of boxes, and I'm like, you don't have to do that. She's like, it's whatever. But it helped so much, it's truly, it's the little things. So it's been great, honestly. And for those of you, obviously, that don't know, I'm from Washinton, so that's why my parents are here. And it's been really nice to show John and Sean around. We went to the gym finally yesterday. Like, we're finally kind of getting into systems again. Life is starting to, we're getting there. And so we walk out of the gym, and Sean is like, oh, the weather, it's perfect. It's like my heaven. Meanwhile, the weather is like, it's so gloomy. Okay. It's like truly twilight blue out, and the clouds are moving really fast because it's windy, and it's like slightly raining, like the mist rain. He's like, it's heaven. And I'm like, oh, thank God you love it, because this is like, it's like this a lot of the time. And I also, I love it, but I was scared that Sean and John specifically wouldn't feel that way. And I'm like, oh my God, we are truly moving in the doom and gloom season. And, you know, if you're going to move to Seattle, I'd say maybe you should move in June. But no, we moved in November, December. But thankfully, they like it. But I will say that our bodies are confused. Speaking of limbo, I feel like we're all going to bed at like 4 a.m. I don't know why. Our bodies aren't tired, so it's been really weird. So my sleep schedule is weird. People in chat are asking me, Jody, why are you having such late streams? I'm like, because I don't go to bed until 4 a.m. I don't wake up till noon. Like, it's been weird. It's been weird. So, yeah. But like I said, I think slowly, surely, we are escaping limbo, and that's exciting. And I think, I don't know. I mean, I get to live with some of my favorite people. I obviously miss all the people that didn't come, but I'm hoping to, I don't know. I'm like, maybe they'll move. Hee hee. Maybe I've been trying to plant this Washinton seed for like 2 years. So I'm hoping that some of them will grow and come to fruition, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. But genuinely, overall, I'm a happy girl. I think that I say this all the time, but I think I'm the luckiest girl in the world. I really do. I think that not everyone could just up their life and move to a different state. And I oftentimes am just like, there is truly not a day that goes by that I don't think, oh my God, I'm so lucky, or oh, I'm so grateful. I just ended stream literally not even 12 hours ago and was hugging John because we had played this horror game, and I was just hugging John and being like, oh, thank you, and listening to the rain and being like, I live the best life ever. I am so grateful to be surrounded by the people that I love, to be able to take care of the people that I love, to be on the internet where it is positive. Because guys, I go on the internet now and it's doom. I'm doom pilled. I go on Reddit, I'm doom pilled. I'm like, I gotta uninstall Twitter. I'm doom pilled. I don't believe in humanity anymore. I'm scared. And so I'm like, I am so grateful that when I log on to go to my stream and I get to talk to my chat, it's just such fantastic vibes. I'm like, yes. And people are just telling me like, oh yeah, like I'm studying for finals, or like I'm just going through life, or I got a promotion, or I have a job interview tomorrow. I'm like, yes, like I want to hear about that. Like, it's like, I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful that my corner of the internet is so comfy. It's just cozy. And I just feel like against all odds, I don't know. I'm like, really, on the internet? But we did it. So if you're still part of the community and you're still listening, truly, truly, truly thank you. And thank you for being here. And thank you for bringing the good vibes, because I cherish them. Oh, also, obviously, yes, I moved to Washington, and I would just like to say, okay, guys, I'm not leaving OTV. I know that OTV, well, okay, first of all, I think that if you are a long-term OTV watcher, I think it is probably hard, because OTV inevitably is changing, because we are inevitably changing. And OTV, I like to think of as not like an entity or a specific, like what we do isn't really concrete. It's more about the people, and we the people and we the people are changing, and the OG members have changed as they grow, as they live life, and JJS grows and lives life. But also, I guess I just want to encourage OTV viewers to maybe hop on this new boat. Like, who knows where we're going? But I also totally understand for, old OTV frogs, like, it isn't what it used to be, but I don't think that is necessarily a bad thing. It's really truly the smile because it happened, or whatever. Don't cry because I don't even know. You know what I'm trying to say, but maybe that's copium. But I'm not leaving OTV. I'm actually really excited for the future of OTV personally. I think that people okay. I think people are like, oh, TV fell off, blah, blah, blah. But I actually think it's a good thing because it will allow us not to subscribe to the meta anymore. I think if OTV fell off, that means that we are allowed to kind of explore and do anything. And maybe that will bring back some vibes or bring back some motivation or bring back whatever. Not to say that it's gone, but just like maybe there's more to be had. Or I don't know. Who knows? I just think there's positive in everything, truly. I'm like, things could be different and be different could be good for maybe some new people. I do think that no matter what, no one will, like, not everyone will be happy, but maybe along for the ride, it could be kind of fun. But yes, I'm not leaving OTV. I literally just flew out like a week ago for an OTV shoot, which, by the way, I had a lot of fun. I'm very excited for that one. I have no idea. I think it will be good. I had so much fun. And not to mention, this is not a good thing about me. I think that when I live in LA when I lived in LA, I'm not very good about intentionally spending time with people. It's just like, oh, I'll see them at a shoot. I'll see them when I see them. I'll see them at a party. But even when we flew down, we ended up staying at Yvonne's house and spending intentional time because you know that we're going to leave. And it's, I guess, just really good for my brain because I'm like, okay, I'm going to fly down for OTV shoots and then I'm going to probably extend my stay by like 2-3 days. And then in my mind, I'm like, great, I have OTV shoot one day and then I have 2 days to just, what are we going to do? Who do we want to hang out with? Who do we want to go see for dinner? And I just love how much, I guess it encourages me to be intentional. And I would like to say in a perfect world, I would just be that way all the time, but I'm not. And I would way rather spend intentional time in LA than live in LA. And yeah. But honestly, like, the flying was so easy, guys. So I know that a lot of people were worried about that, but it was easy the first time. Maybe it's not going to be easy the 10th time, but I also don't mind. Not everything has to be easy, I really don't mind. And it was just great to see everybody again because it had been about a month. So, I also think that I know that change is scary, but I also think change can bring such exciting new things. Like, what if we do an OTV shoot in Washington, Because that isn't out of the count now. Like, that's actually a possibility. And maybe that'll be really fun. So, yeah. I'm also, who knows? Maybe OTV will move to Washington. I'm trying. Also, as you guys know, this is my first Christmas season back at home. I usually visit for about 2 weeks, but this is my first true, I've been here since November 20th-ish, but we didn't have the home. We didn't really get into our home until, the 1st of December. But I will say this has been, the least Christmas season for me, just because, this move has quite literally consumed my life for the last month, which is to be expected. But in terms of the holiday spirit, I haven't really been doing anything. I've been scrambling to buy Christmas gifts. I've been scrambling to get my house together. I have this tree, one tree in my office up, and then the one that we did for the Christmas tree stream, which I'm really glad we did because when I go downstairs and I see this tree that we put up, one, it smells really good. And two, it's so cute. It really just is the most nostalgic Christmas tree ever. And it's just so homey. And I don't know, I just adore it. But truly, I would say that this is the most lackluster Christmas season for me. And normally I would be so excited to do Christmas festive things, but I'm like, it's gonna have to wait till next year because none of us are settled. But I'm like, oh my God, I really wanted to take the boys out and experience some holiday things here, but I don't know if it's in our cards. I'm like, maybe we can go see some Christmas lights soon. Most likely not. Oh God, guys, I also just haven't been reading. I didn't read that much this year. My book that I just recently read while I was in Washington for 2 weeks is called Monk and Robot. It's a 2-book series. It's called like the Psalm of the. Hold on, I'll find it. So I read this. I started it and finished it in that time frame that I was in Washington. It's called A Psalm for the Will. Sorry, the first book is called A Psalm for the Wild Built, and the second book is called A Prayer for the Crowned Shy. And then together that series is called Monk and Robot. Would recommend, guys. It's like such a stress-free, easy read. It's kind of, it makes you reflect kind of, and it's a short, it's good. It's like a very casual, easy read, but I would recommend it. That's like that was my last read that I really enjoyed and would recommend. But like, I haven't read anything this year. I'm like, I couldn't even tell you my top 5. Like, we read I Who Have Never Known Men, and that was good. And I don't think I haven't read this year, which is kind of sad. But I really like haven't, and I'm like, what have I truly, guys, I feel this in my soul, but like that saying that is Jack of all trades, master of none. That is me. Because I'm like, what did I do this year creatively? Oh, I guess I made a song in a music video. And I feel so bad because people are like, oh my God, I found you. Like, I love yours. Like, you're on my Spotify rap. You're my number one. And then I'm like, I'll probably never make music again. No, like, maybe I will. I don't know. That's something I'm really sad about because I moved away from Washington. And that's, I moved away from LA. Now that I'm in Washington, my producers are in LA. But maybe I'm hoping that my time in LA will, the intentional time will be also planned with my producers, and maybe we'll make more music. But I don't know. I feel like I'm the most fickle individual ever. I'm like, it's the Gemini in me. I don't know. I'm a Virgo, Gemini, and like, God, I don't know. God, maybe that's right. Like, I'm just, who knows? I think I just love to try things and do things, but oftentimes things do not keep my attention for very long. Like, I honestly think Valorant is the thing that kept my attention for a long time, and reading. But like, I have, I guess, phases. I just have phases. Oh my God. Somebody in my chat was like, oh, Jody, I found you from your song. Please make more music. I'm like, what? That's insane, which I feel really bad for because, basically in college, I found Matt Maltese and he had one song. I think it was called like Even if it's a lie demo or something. And I was like, oh my God, I really hope this guy makes more music. I love him. And I remember that feeling. And now that person has that feeling for me, but at least Matt Maltese went and like made really, really good music. And that's probably it. That's probably I'm probably not gonna. I mean, maybe never say never. I've learned never say never, but like, I have no idea where we're going with that or if we will, or creatively right now, I've just been decorating. Well, honestly, like, I can't really, I guess, share that with you guys, but I love to decorate. That's what I learned from the music video. I love the creative direction. Yeah. So moving has been, stressful, but also really fun because I've just been able to decorate like my room. And then I got to decorate John's stream room because he just had all his stuff like in a pile, was just like art and random little trinkets, and like, he has a lot of things that make sound. And like, I was like, I'm going to decorate. He's like, sure. And I just got to decorate his whole stream room. I'm like, you have so much stuff, but that's it. Like, if you just had a pile of stuff and you said, Jody, decorate however you want, I'm like, okay, that's my dream. I want to do exactly that. But that's also, I was doing that because I was procrastinating organizing my own room. But it ended up working out. Like I was like, like I love this. I really do. And I guess it's like my macaroni art on the fridge. Like every time I walk into a room, I get to see like, I did that. And it's like so nice to my eyes. Yeah, I like that. But I'm like, damn, what have I been? This year has been just a master of all, or what, jack of all trades, master of none, to damn T. I haven't really mastered anything. Oops. You know how it goes. I'm trying to think. Okay, to be quite candid, I actually recorded an entire episode before this, but I didn't press record. Yeah, I know, tragic. So I'm like trying to think like, oh, did I miss anything? And I did. And so I would like to touch on it, but it's kind of a weird transition because it doesn't make sense to put here, but I'm going to put it here now. So this kind of goes into what I was first talking about with like, oh, moving and how am I feeling and whatnot. And something that I just want to say, because I think it's so special, is that I get to hang out with a lot of my high school friends that I have learned it's pretty rare to have. We have a really big group of high school friends that like, it's like 10 to 15 of us that have like kind of maintained friendships. Granted, some of them are really close. And then some people are like, here and there, but we still see each other. And we went to SantaCon, which is basically you dress up as Santa Claus and you pub crawl. And so my high school friends invited me to a party where we did exactly that. So we went to a party and then we went pub crawling, and Sean came with me. John was going to come, but he didn't. He had a migraine. So Sean came with me, and I've said this before, but I don't know if anyone's seen the photo. It's like a photo of a bench, and it's a memorial. It's like, and we were girls together. And I think about that all of the time because I do think there is something so special about knowing someone when, like, I have known this individual since we were kids, since we were children. And I have like, I'm literally watching Sean talk to this friend that I have. His name is Graydon, that we've been friends since like 7th grade, or like my other friend Taya, same friends since 7th grade. And I'm watching them interact and like also them build this connection. And there is something so special about that. I'm like, it's like two communities coming into one. I'm like, wow, these people that have known me since I was so young, and this individual that I have met and collected in my adult age, and now I bring them together and watch them also create their own relationship. I'm like, oh, cinema. And so I just feel really fulfilled. I feel very full, and life is worth living. You know what I mean? And also something that I would like to say, and this is kind of random, but I know I talk about John a lot, like a broken record, but truly I would just like to shout John out in this moment because I think I'm a pretty high strung girly, unfortunately. Sydney sent me a tweet the other day that was like, everything's going to be okay. I just have to be really anxious about it first. And quite honestly, that tweet might have changed my life because I'm like, girl, yeah, you're so right. Like everything is going to be okay. Stop being anxious about it. But anyways, I'm a pretty high strung girl. We know this. And John is not. Very grounded individual. And I would say that that is part of the reason why we work so well together. And so he is quite literally my rock. And through everything, he's been so fantastic. And I've been trying to be relaxed. But even today, I came into my office and I went to get a water in my mini fridge because it's just cat food and water in there. And so I open it and it's full. He just filled it up with snacks for me to have while I stream, and like soda and, and just a note just saying like, you got this. And it's truly like just having someone who is attentive to you during stressful, like the move has been not, it's been like moving is stressful no matter what. And so just to have him here really helping ground me throughout all of this I'm really grateful. I'm a grateful girl. So I just wanted to shout him out, I guess. And I don't know. Yeah. Teehee. Okay. I'm now going to move on to Q&A. All right. Somebody asks, do you have any favorite Christmas traditions or memories from when you were young? Oh, okay. Christmas was such a special time in my home. My parents really did try to make it as special as possible. My mom candidly did not have the most special Christmases growing up, and she vowed that when she ever had kids, she would go out of her way, and she did. My mom would work extra during Christmas just to make extra money so that she would always gift us really good gifts. And she was like, I will never give you a gift that you don't want. I'm going to give you something that you really will like, because I didn't like growing up and opening a gift and be like, what? I don't want a can of tuna or something. She's like, I want to blah, blah, blah. And so one thing that comes to mind is my mom would always put a Christmas tree in my room every year. And it's like a cute little skinny 6-foot Christmas tree, you know? And my mom would decorate the house and go crazy. To this point, people know my mom is the Christmas girl, and we'll give her their old trees. Our house has 8 Christmas trees in them. Anyways, she would decorate them. And I'm sure you guys know this. There's, those timer plugs that the outlets that you can use and plug your Christmas tree into, but they make kind of a sound. You can hear the cogwheels moving inside of it. It's quiet, but you can hear it. And so I can so vividly remember that, going to bed and the Christmas light is on in my room and I hear the timer going. And when we first moved into this house, we first arrived, we had just rolled up. My mom had set up a Christmas tree in the living room, and I was hanging out there the other day and it was late and it was quiet. And so it's the same tree that's been in my room, by the way. And so I'm just hanging out and I hear that timer play and I'm like, good hit of nostalgia, I do love a good hit of nostalgia. I fucking love nostalgia. I really do. But honestly, I'm trying to think. Another one of my favorite memories for Christmas is my brother and I would wake up 2 a.m. All right, 3 a.m. We'd set an alarm. We would both wake up and sneak downstairs. And we had done that every year since we were little. Every year. My parents definitely knew about it. But we would sneak down and we'd try to be quiet. And we would check our stockings, because there would be gifts under the tree and then there would be gifts in the stocking. But the stockings were where all the good gifts were, because those were from Santa. And I just remember I remember sneaking downstairs. My brother got an Xbox one year. We're like, oh my God. And my parents would take bites out of the cookies and drink some of the milk. And then they would write a note to us. And my parents would write with their left hand, so it didn't look like their handwriting. My parents really, truly made Christmas so special. And I think as you get older, you realize that the magic of the holidays is because someone made it magical. And I think that maybe there's magic, because I think it loses as inevitably as you get older, the holidays lose a little bit of that magic. But I wonder if that magic comes back when you try to make it magical for someone else. But I don't know. But I have a lot of fond memories about Christmas. My parents really did the most, and I cherish the memories. Okay, another person asks, have you ever considered reaching out to do some collaboration work with some of the BookTube or book talk creators and expand your sphere of influence into that way? Okay, I'm going to go back to my jack of all trades, master of none. Guys, I think I couldn't. I'm so sorry. I'm the most inconsistent creator there ever was. I quite literally, if I'm gonna go collaborate with them, I'm gonna talk book, we're gonna read a book, couple books, and then I'm not gonna read a book for 3 months, and then in the next 3 months I'm gonna read 10 books in a day. I can't. I could, but I shouldn't. Because I do read books, but I'm sometimes I don't read, and then sometimes I read a lot. Sometimes I'm reading 1 book a month, and then sometimes I'm reading 3 books a month, and then sometimes I'm not reading at all for a couple of months. It's terrible. It's terrible. But I guess I could, but it's I would do that selfishly just to hear what they have to say and what books are reading. But content wise, I think it's not maybe not the greatest idea, you know? Okay, next question. Hey, love your content and been following, oh my gosh, for 3 to 4 years. Love it. Keep up the good work. Thanks. I wanted to ask you, have you ever lost a friend, not to death, that's been a part of your life for 10 years? Because I have lost mine last year. We do not talk now at all. I'm dealing with it okay-ish. I wanted to know if you've ever dealt with this or any advice. Oh, I think, okay. I think that's like, it's like, of course you're not going to deal with it. Oh, like very well. Like, I think that the fact that you're even dealing with it okay-ish is really incredible, because losing someone that has been part of your life for 10 years is going to be hard no matter what or how. I mean, I've lost a lot of friendships to just like, maybe not, they're not good people. They're like doing actively mean, hurtful things. But I've also had just falling outs just because life. I think I had a pretty similar thing, like a friend that I had for quite literally years, since we were like 4th grade and we had grown up together, but I moved to California and I have a lot of love for her, but we don't like talk regularly and I don't see her anymore. And I guess that makes me sad, but also I think it's very rare that you grow in the same trajectory as another individual. And I used to think that that wasn't rare. I used to think that that was just like, I would find my people and we would live forever together. And I have found out the hard way that that's just not how it works. And that was like, I guess, a hard thing to learn for me. But I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't really have any advice. I have had similar things happen, but I guess I just cherish the time that we had together. But I think that no matter what, it's going to be hard. And I think it's so fair that you're dealing with it okay-ish, you know? Like, you've just lost someone that was part of your life for 10 years. And now you should mourn that. Like, you should take some time to mourn that relationship. Because if it were me, I would do the same. I would just mourn the 10 years that I had with that person, you know? Okay. That is the end of episode 8. Thank you guys so much for listening. Again, if you want to ask questions, you can do so on the forum in the description. I'm now going to go film the Q&A for the Patreon, which they're kind of a little more personal. So if you are interested in listening, you can check it out there. And hey, I am sending you guys so much love, okay? Thank you so much for listening and supporting me, because without you guys I wouldn't have been able to move back to Washington. So truly thank you and happy holidays. And I'm sending you so much love, and I hope that I could give you maybe a cozy moment, or maybe I don't know. I hope that all good things come to you, truly. I wish you the best. Thank you for listening, and see you guys later.